What's up, rockers and metalheads? Ammo here, and I'm joined with the Metal Elder.
And this is your Rock and Metal News Update.
This is a story straight out of Futurama. A fan of Tool has willingly entered a cryogenic chamber until the release of her favourite band's 5th album. I mean, there's been a few delays, but this kinda seems like overkill to me. The now popsicle has been identified as 38-year-old Marie Rosetta, who before entering the frighteningly cold temperatures of minus 144 degrees C, has said she held a grudge against Tool for making fans wait so long for the new record, but that's no longer a problem. Marie has a husband and a 2-year-old son who have been surprisingly very supportive. More power to you, Marie. Let's hope the album is worth the wait and being frozen for.
If you've been following the story of 2 Australian men facing the death penalty in Indonesia for heroin smuggling, you'd know that both Black Sabbath's Tony Iommi and Napalm Death's Barney Greenway have written to the Indonesian president trying to stop the execution. Now, lawyer Todung Mulya Lubis reached out to Metallica via Twitter asking them to make a plea to President Widodo. At the beginning of the month, the 2 convicted men were moved from the Indonesian mainland to an island known as Execution Island. It seems that time is of the essence. In some tragic news, Jeremy Brown, guitarist for Scott Weiland and the Wildabouts, has passed away. The band was set to perform an album release show for Blaster in Hollywood a couple of nights ago, with the album coming out yesterday. No cause of death as of yet, but our thoughts go out to the band and the guitarist's friends and family.
New singles and videos up next, links to everything will be below. Quiet Lions have dropped their new video for Wolves of the Capitol. Really well structured track, and the video is pretty interesting as well. It depicts frontman Michael Williams' experience with a company growing too rapidly and developing a total lack of compassion and any humanistic qualities.
Shattered Sun have released an awesome lyric video for The Ultimatum. Vocalist Marcus Leal says the track is their big FU to everyone that said the band would not succeed. Check it out to hear both melodic and relentless metal.
The Art Is Murder have announced new album Holy War. Guitarist Andy Marsh says the album is darker, faster, more technical and hard lyrically. The Aussies record will hit the shelves of the UK on June 29th.
All Time Low are streaming new album Future Hearts in full ahead of its release next week. Tell us what you think in the comments, the link is below.
In more free streaming wonderfulness, Vanilla Pod are streaming their new mini album Seeing Out the Sunrise ahead of its April 18th release. Hard hitting stuff from the Norfolk Skate Punks.
Slayer have revealed that their upcoming 11th album will feature parts by late guitarist Jeff Hanneman. Frontman Tom Araya said that the whole process of the album began 3 years ago when Jeff was still a part of it. There was one track he did play on which was completely done, but the vocals hadn't been finalised, so we're fortunate enough to have something that he had participated in. I was already hyped for this album, but now I just need the record in my hands.
Ace Frehley's next project looks likely to be a covers disc honouring his musical inspirations. A few bands he's thinking of covering include the Rolling Stones, The Who, Zeppelin and the Beatles. Frehley also teased that he's put out calls to Lita Ford, Slash and Pearl Jam's Mike McCready as special guests on the album. Seems like a recipe for success. Let's see how the album turns out. Anthrax have given an update on their upcoming album. Drummer Charlie Bennett says the record is really thrashy, whilst bassist Frank Bello says the lyrics tend to go along with the way the music sounds. Very angry. Just what we like to hear.
And that's it for today's news update. Don't forget to like, share with your friends and subscribe.
And check out our comedy/informative podcast, RMTV Argue About Everything, on iTunes or rockandmetaltv.com. This week we argued about why Gotham sucks, what Harry Potter characters would be, and desert island sandwiches. Until next time, rock on!